And Jason, you've had a couple of days. Has it sunk in yet what it means to be a Super Bowl champion?
Oh man, it's definitely starting to sink in. I'm at this parade right now, which is why I'm so behind today. But it's been a pretty special last few days, and the entire city of Philadelphia lets you know every single day. So it's been pretty awesome.
You know, there are moments, Jason, as in a game that, you know, those 5 or 6 moments in a game, either plays or situations that really define a game. And I was wondering, were you guys leading that whole game, and then it came to a point in the fourth quarter where you're down 33-32. If you could take us to that moment and what the talk was on the offensive side in your huddle when you had first lost that lead and now had to play from behind.
You know what? There wasn't really like a huge rah-rah moment, to tell you the truth. There was just, you know, Jason Peters pulled everybody aside right before we went out, for the offensive drive, and just kind of told us, you know, just to keep doing what you're doing. You guys are killing them. They can't stop us. Because at that point, their defense, I think we'd only punted one time in the game. So, you know, we were really confident that we were going to be able to move the ball down the field and score. And, we didn't want to change anything up because, once you start changing stuff and once you start, adjusting what you're doing, especially when what you're doing is already working, we didn't want to do anything like that.
Jason, when the quarterback change happened, because obviously you mentioned you lost Jason Peters in the season as well, but losing Carson Wentz and knowing that Nick was coming in and you guys had some work with him, what was that adjustment like for you guys on the line? Obviously, each quarterback is different and has different things that they do well. Was there any adjustment period for you guys or time where you felt you had to put more on your plate?
Well, we're actually pretty fortunate because, especially for center quarterback, that's a huge communication aspect. And I've worked with Nick for a long time. I was here in Philly when he first got into the league, and so there was some familiarity there. And the first thing I did, I know that Nick's a very loud, vocal guy. Right during the Rams game, I pulled him over and let's get a couple cadences. Let's make sure everybody's dialed into the rhythm and everything. Go through all the different variations that we're using this week. And then from there on out, it was just trying to make him feel comfortable. What is he like? Where does he like to be hot from in certain pros? So it kind of all came down to just ironing out the finer, minute details to make sure that we can make him feel as comfortable as possible mentally.
Jason Kelce, Eagles center, with us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line, taking synthetic motor oil performance to a whole new level. Make the switch to Pennzoil Synthetics today. So, Jason, tell me a little bit about adrenaline when you're facing 4th and goal from a player standpoint. You know you've got a pass call that's going to go to Foles. What's that moment for you as a player?
Oh man, we were ecstatic when that play came in. I don't think a single guy in that huddle was hesitant. Everybody, it was almost like it was like a shot of adrenaline the moment they called that play. And everybody was fired up. We got up to the line. In the back of my head, I was like, this is definitely going to work. There's no way on the 4th down they're not going to be aggressive and lose track of Nick. And I was like, this is 100%. I thought this was a touchdown.
The amazing thing is, from a player's standpoint, I know myself and my son Mike, who plays on the wrong side of the line like you, the offensive line, not a former defensive lineman. But I were watching that play and saying, while all the fans would go, "Oh my God, how could you throw to a quarterback and have a non-quarterback throw the ball?" But you're saying, as a player, you guys had complete confidence that this play was going to happen.
Yeah, because if you really think about it, that play works if the defense bites on it. That's the only way it doesn't work. And you want to get inside of a defensive player's head on 4th and goal, to really, that was a turning point in the game. You don't think they're going to play over aggressive. You don't think that they're going to, who the heck's worrying about Nick Foles, a guy that they're not even worried about scrambling, much less going out for a pass. We all were, and we hadn't shown it before, so they had no game plan or film study on it. So I think everybody was as soon as it came in, I wasn't thinking it at all, but as soon as it came in, I was like, this is perfect. This is going to be awesome.
Jason, obviously you guys embraced that underdog mentality in that role from the beginning of this. You were underdogs all throughout the playoff run. I'm curious, as the injuries started to mount up this season, and you're a guy who's been around this league long enough to know that attrition is a part of the game, was there ever a moment of doubt in all that? Was there ever a moment where you thought, man, this is such a shame, everything had been lining up, maybe it's not our year?
I think that when both Jason Peters and Carson Wentz went down we had played with V a lot last year, and I had played a lot with Nick Foles. But I think anytime you lose a guy that's so vital to the offense, I don't think you can help but have some thoughts in your head initially. But that leaves pretty quickly once you get back at practice and once you get over the shock value of it. I thought that, the Eagles, the bottom line is Howie Roseman, Joe Douglas, the front office, Doug Peterson, they did a phenomenal job of making sure that we had quality guys ready to go in there for those guys. That's a big thing. A lot of teams, quite frankly, don't have the, most teams don't have enough starters, quality starters to be good in this league. And we got guys in second and third string roles who are ready to go in there and play quality minutes and the product on the field not drop off too much. I mean, that's a testament to the team that's been assembled. It's a testament to the guys that we have in this club.
Yep, and a huge difference to teams that try to make adjustments on you. You have other places to go because of the talent you have. Absolutely right. Jason Kelce, Eagles center, joining us, Super Bowl champ, Philadelphia Eagles. Jason, I was fortunate enough to play most of my career in Philly, never got to this point, but I certainly grew to love those Philadelphia fans and just how passionate they are. Can you give us some kind of thought about them and just where they are now and when you came back from the Super Bowl and the fans meeting you there and just how much they appreciate you guys?
I mean, you could feel it the moment you walked back through the door of the NovaCare Center. I mean, there were people all outside, all down the street. And this has been something for 7 years that people have been waiting for since I've been here. I mean, they've been waiting longer than that, but they've been literally telling me, like, we cannot wait till you guys win. The parade down Broad Street, the joy that the city has. This city bleeds and dies for the Philadelphia Eagles. There's other sports. They're Phillies fans, too. They're Flyers fans. They're 76ers fans, obviously. It's a great sports town. But this city, especially with the Eagles and how long they've been here, it's really been waiting for the Super Bowl for a long time. And you can definitely feel it in the city right now.
Jason, you mentioned you were here the first time around when Nick got into the league. You've been through different head coaches here. What has Doug meant to this team? What was the message that he brought to you guys from the minute that he came into the building, and how is it translated into where you are now?
I think that the biggest, message that he's always tried to put is just to, not overthink it. He's a very much, he has little motivational things that change each day. But the keys to victory remain the same. Don't turn the ball over. Defense create turnovers. We have to be able to control the line of scrimmage. I mean, it's not, teachings of like a whole new. We're not like reinventing the wheel here. It's just, playing basic fundamental football. Take care of the football. Execute on offense. Get turnovers and create havoc on defense. I mean, that's pretty much what he preaches week in, week out.
So, Jason, the parade today, what you guys ready to go? What's the thought process? I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. They're expecting 2 million people. I don't even know what to ask about this or what you could expect with this.
Oh, man, I don't know what to expect either. I'm just going at it with an open mind. I'm super pumped up about it. I think that the guys in this room and the guys in the locker room are all really excited to see the show go on today. I mean, it's going to be a pretty special one.
Jason, before we let you go, what's the appropriate amount of trash talking allowed with your brother Travis at this point now that you have a Super Bowl championship?
Well, now I don't need to talk trash. Now it would just be rubbing it in his face, I think we've been trash talkers our entire life, and our entire football career, we've always gone back and forth about whose team is better and stuff like that. But, now that I got the ring, I don't think I need to do any talking. I'll let him do the talking.
You just need to hold the ring up. Exactly right.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, have a great time at that parade. Enjoy the experience, and congratulations,
Congrats,
my
Jason.
friends.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for joining us.